Did you know that Rickea Jackson has done something pretty spectacular, ladies and gentlemen. So, Rickea Jackson, she's made some history recently. And she's made some history because of a shoe deal that she has decided to sign. So, she Rickea Jackson plays for the LA Sparks. She is a rookie this year, and she is playing some really good basketball. Playing some really, really good basketball for the Los Angeles Sparks. And guys, she becomes the first WNBA player ever to sign a deal with Skechers. And that's kind of cool. So she said, and I quote, "Being the first WNBA player to join the Skechers roster is an incredible feeling. The brand is a rising star in the sports world." So that's something to note. She is averaging 11.4 points a game this season, 3.9 rebounds for the LA Sparks. And, she got a shoe deal, y'all. She got a shoe deal. And Skechers, when you talk about women's basketball, you usually don't think of Skechers. Like, Skechers is not a place to go necessarily for women's basketball, but now it is. Now it is with this deal with Rickea Jackson. Skechers trying to get in the game. The game is for the most part dominated by Nike. Then you got Adidas. Now you got Reebok doing some stuff with Shaq and Angel. You got Skechers trying to make some stuff happen with Rickea Jackson. I think it's fantastic. I love the fact that sure, she could have signed with Nike and Adidas and whatnot. I like the fact that she's sort of like broaching her own thing. I think she's broaching her own thing, and she's going to be the face of women's Skechers stuff. Like, she's going to be the face of it. When it comes to Skechers women's basketball, it's Rickea Jackson. She's not going to be one of many. She's not going to be one of many on a roster like Nike has and whatnot. She is one of one. She is one of one with Skechers, and I think it's pretty cool. Also Puma also is a big factor in women's basketball as well, because you got Stewie with Puma. But I think it's great. I really do think it's great. I did want to shout this out because I think a lot of people don't know the fact that she signed this deal. So that's something to note. She was the fourth pick in this year's WNBA draft. And yeah, she is with Skechers, which is really, really fun. Now, also, guys, Skechers is not just making moves in women's basketball. They're also making moves when it comes to basketball, period. So, Skechers signed Joel Embiid, to the brand. They also got Julius Randle. They got Terrence Mann with the Clippers. They're trying to make stuff happen when it comes to basketball, period. Here is what Greg Smith, the Skechers VP of Product Development, said. He said, "Rickea is not only a rising star in the WNBA with a bright future in the sport, but she also believes in the brand and loves Skechers on and off court product." So yeah, that's something to note, guys. She spent her time, her last two seasons with the Tennessee Lady Volunteers. She was a first team All SEC. She averaged 20 points a game as a senior with Tennessee. And again, this year she is doing her thing with the LA Sparks, averaging 11.4 points, 3.9 rebounds, and she has gotten her way into the starting lineup, and I think it is pretty cool. So guys, I know a lot of y'all probably did not hear the news about Rickea Jackson, and I wanted to talk about it because sometimes I feel like we primarily talk about certain players, and other players don't get much of a shine. And I feel like Rickea Jackson is one of those players who just, when we talk about the draft class, it's a whole lot about Caitlin. It's a lot about Angel. It was a lot about Cameron until she got hurt. But it's not much about Rickea Jackson. And y'all, Rickea Jackson has been balling on the court, and she is making some moves in her private life, getting signed with Skechers. I think this is a big W of a deal. And yeah, we about to see what Skechers can do, man. Rickea Jackson is the first player. We'll see as time goes on who else they decide to sign, but I think it's great that Skechers is like, you know what? Yes, we're investing in the men's game, But also, we want a piece of pie of the women's game too, because they some ballers, and I know they are marketable. And I think it's a dub. I think it's a dub. I wanted to talk about it because again, I wasn't sure how many of y'all even knew this idea. I was a big Skechers wearer when I was a kid. I was a big Skechers wearer. I was. I used to wear Skechers. I used to wear Shaq shoes. I used to love Shaq shoes because I love them because they were cheap. Both Skechers and Shaq shoes, they look cool in my opinion. I thought they looked cool, but they were cheap, and they cheap meaning affordable, not cheap meaning bad quality. And shout out to Skechers, man. I guess I'm gonna have to I gotta see what Rickea Jackson is rocking these days. I gotta add some Skechers shoes to my current arsenal. Yeah, I maybe that's what I gotta do. Shout out to Skechers for signing Rickea Jackson. Shout out to Rickea Jackson for being the first. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. So again, guys, to wrap up that story, Rickea Jackson making some stuff happen, signing with Skechers as the first WNBA player to sign with the brand. The brand is trying to revamp and really showcase their basketball shoes, and they've signed some good players to make that all happen. All right. Sherelle says I'm copping some. That's awesome. Yes, please get yourself some Skechers. Yes, because again, guys, the reason why brands sign players to deals is because they want people to buy them, right? They think, oh, okay, well, if I sign this person to a deal, all their fans and whatnot, they'll be marketable. I'll be able to get more people to buy my stuff. And so absolutely go out and buy yourself some Skechers, whatever shoes that Rickea is promoting, rock that, and support. So absolutely support. And I'm a look online and see what I see when it comes to Skechers, because don't think I've ever been on their website before. Because like when I used to wear Skechers, it was like before. I mean, the internet was a thing, but like at least my family didn't use it. And so I never ever been on their website. Skechers are good. They're good shoes. Nice and sturdy shoes. Doug says with Asia and now Rickea, it appears the WNBA is getting some attention. Yeah, absolutely. The WNBA is getting some attention.